Greetings, grandfather. Now, something needs to be discussed a little bit. There have been a lot of sightings in the sky, and sometimes pictures taken, and even occasionally video. I must say, however, that most of what is seen is not photographed, even with today's technology so frequently found. So if you see something that looks like it must be from someplace else other than Earth, don't feel bad if you don't think of pulling out your camera to film it. As a matter of fact, if it's from another planet, and all that you see on the internet are not, if it's from another planet, it will probably be emanating a very good energy. So if you find that after the fact, when it's gone, you say, oh no, I should have filmed it, or oh, why didn't I think about my camera? Or, oh, I had my phone handy and I just didn't think about it. Don't give yourself a hard time. Most of the time, if you happen to see something like this and it's genuine, the reason you're seeing it, and possibly someone standing right next to you or nearby doesn't see it, though they're looking exactly where you're looking, that'll happen a lot. The reason you're seeing it is because whatever energy they are broadcasting benevolently, as peoples from other planets do, it will be meant for you. And those who see it, it will be meant for you as well. If you're standing right next to the person who's seeing it, and you don't see anything, don't feel bad. It doesn't mean that they're hallucinating. And it doesn't mean that you're not spiritual enough to see it. What it means is that the energy being broadcast is not meant for you at that time. Maybe you've already seen something. All right? If you haven't, you'll see something when the time's right, or you'll get that good energy from some other source. The most important thing to remember is it's not necessary to film it or to take photographs. Sometimes when you do that, you miss out on your opportunity at that time to experience that good energy. I felt that was very important to say. So, now, there's another thing going on. Some of what's being seen, especially if you don't feel some relaxing, benevolent energy, but not always the case, some of what's being seen on the internet, in photographs or in film, is not ships, all right? They're not ships or vehicles from other planets. There are some peoples on the earth right now who have the capability to fly such vehicles. In some cases, they're loaned to them, or they might have been rebuilt from vehicles that have crashed for one reason or another. And in some cases, they're ships that are built from the ground up. They're not going to be frightening you for the most part, but there is an awareness by peoples, companies, yes, corporations, and many governments, that it's important for everybody to recognize that the time of having contact with peoples from other planets is really right now, and it has been for a while. So don't be surprised if certain things happen. One thing that might happen is a staged event. If it doesn't feel real, or the energy of it feels uncomfortable or even frightening, you can be absolutely certain, all right, that this is something that's a staged event having to do with Earth-based peoples and governments, or even pseudo-governments, meaning people who are highly influential but may not be associated with those who have been elected to office or even have inherited office in some benevolent way. I'm not saying that these staged events are meant to corrupt or coerce, but sometimes they are done with the best of intentions, but not extraterrestrials involved. Generally speaking now, if you see other types of events where something happens, maybe a ship lands or more likely hovers slightly above the ground, and you see peoples inside it, most likely most of the people you'll see will be people that cause you to feel good. You say, hey, they're human beings, or wow, they're not exactly human, but for some reason they feel good to me. All right? Then these are most likely extraterrestrials. And remember, the energy will be radiated that feels good, not that stimulates fear. Now it's possible, even if the energy radiated that feels good to peoples, it's possible that some peoples might be startled or frightened, but because the energy radiated is of love, and that's why it feels good, is so omnipresent, then that fear will quickly shift to one that is a feeling of curiosity, of interest, and even of welcome. So if you're pretty sure you're seeing somebody or some ship or vehicle or people through the windows of such vehicles that are from another planet, and you have a good feeling, if you feel this way, just say out loud, "Welcome to planet Earth." But only say that if you personally mean it. All right? So I just felt that was important for you to know now. This is not a prediction. It is a statement of fact, and I am just reporting, literally, the news. This is Grandfather. Good life.